So that was a fantastic, fantastic. When we arrived to Switzerland, we were taken in quarantine. Like they took the dogs, so because they were afraid that we bring some illness or who knows what. How we looked, no wonder. When we were in quarantine, in Schweiz was already, I don't know how many of you have heard the transport from Kastner. Oh, that is a long story. That is a story, alone a story. But this Kastner transport, the Satmar Rebbe, and one of my aunties, uncle, and one of the Nichte went also with this.
Kastner transport.
When they heard that we are there, the first refugees, the first people from the camp arrived, whole Switzerland, and the Satmar Rebbe thing came the next day, and my auntie, and that was then.
That's how. Then, having met your family that let you move on, they carried you to move on.
No, I didn't want to there. From that they took us in a home where they make for girls, young ladies. That is what the difference.
Finishing school.
Finishing school. Afternoon sleep. So it was wandering. We had to learn to eat. We didn't know to eat with a fork and knife. We haven't.
2 years you hadn't had.
We haven't used that. We knew nothing. Everything. And we have to relearn to live in a community. And we were in a finishing school. When we were there, then for the organization, Mizrahi, Poali Agudat Israel, and Shomer HaTzair came to take the children. Every organization wanted how many they can. So I said for my sister, and they organized, when I tell you that most the Hungarian girls, and mostly the Hungarian girls, we will go to Poali Agudat Israel. So I don't know for Lucen who have heard from the Herz family. It was also in a Jewish paper when he died, no, not long ago. So they took 2 hotels, one for the boys, one for the girls, in Engelberg. That is in the mountains. And there, of course, food, but I don't know what we needed more, food or food for the neshama to come back. And in this way, we were very lucky because we were looked after. But most people, you hear the most terrible stories what happened after. Who went back in Hungary, I know, but it is not my story, and I have no time to tell, but it was terrible. But in this way, we were lucky. Now, when we were in Switzerland, then with the Red Cross, I begin to look or can find my brother. My brother luckily stayed alive. He went back home, and he looked. When somebody came, he asked everybody, anybody, have you seen anybody from the family? Nobody saw us. So he stayed in the town, in our town, a few months. After a few months, when he couldn't find anybody, he went in another town. The town name was Arad, that is in Romania. He thought from there he goes to Eretz Israel. I haven't mentioned something. When we were in Germany, we had other two girls with us. One of the girls said, after a few weeks, she is going home. Maybe she will find somebody. She was very brave, because even with money, you couldn't travel. In Germany, it was the train, from the trains, they took out the furniture that they used it for heating. Everything was destroyed. This girl was from Máramaros. I have to mention it here because it has something to do with me to find my brother. My brother was in Arad, wanted to go to Israel. One Shabbos after the shul, he comes out from the shul. A girl comes to him and says, you know, I was together with you three sisters. He said, what was the name? And she says, our name. She says, okay, that is it. So where are they? She said, that I don't know. When I leave them in Germany, and they say they don't know what they will do. So where they are, that I don't know. So he also tried to find us. We tried to find him. And after about 5-6 months, when we were in Switzerland, I get a telegram from my brother.